Hi and good morning. Welcome to this walk and talk again. I hope the audio is fine. It's quite windy. So let's see what we're talking about today. Market update. We have seen Bitcoin going to about 116,000 yesterday in dollars. Then we will probably come down because we have a CME gap that is at about 11,000. For you that don't know what the CME gap is, it is basically the institutional players that are basically trading on the CME, the exchange based in New York, I guess. And this is closed on the weekend, meaning if Bitcoin goes up during the weekend, the price will still stay back at this level. So, and in the charts, if you look at the right charts, you need to take the CME gap charts or the CME charts for Bitcoin. You will see that then there is this gap. It's the same as you would look at the stock market, and you see it closed on Friday at this position and it opened up again on Monday at a different price. Then you also see these gaps. The same you have on the CME chart now, meaning it is very likely it's over 95% that the price will always come back to fill the CME gap. When we don't know, I have to look at some statistics, but if you remember the last time it happened, we had to go down, I don't know what it was, maybe to 112 or 113 just some weeks ago to fill the gap. And the gap opened, I would say, about 2 months ago, something like that. So it can take a very long time. And in some occasions, it's not closing at all. So there's also a CME gap at 91, but I don't think it will close. The probability CME gap is closing is around 95%, like I probably mentioned already. So, but we don't know. It could be that we now run up, and then if the bear market starts to show, then we will go down, right? This is possible. So it doesn't have to close immediately now. Just keep in mind that there is a CME gap now at this price point, so around 111. And we are likely to get back to this price point. It looks quite promising now for Bitcoin that it can claim good levels again, that we can actually stay bullish and stay preparing and hoping for the bull market to come, or the alt season, like we discussed in some other videos. Now it's not like in the last cycles that you can throw money at everything and everything will go up. It is really a case of selecting the right assets, understanding the narrative. So meaning you need to make sure that you are educated about the market, that you know what are good projects, what are projects that are future proofed, that you know also if the technology is proven. At the moment we have this trend going into privacy coins. I'm not sure if you should actually invest too much money in privacy coins. Especially with ZCash, we have seen that this was heavily booming now. I don't know what, I think it quadrupled over the latest weeks. And ZCash is a privacy coin, meaning that if you transact, it is not possible for anybody to review your transactions if you turn it on. So to my knowledge, ZCash has a functionality that you can actually turn on and turn off the privacy. So you can decide what kind of transaction you do and then decide if you want to shield it or not. And this is actually an important feature because just imagine you have companies transacting and it would be possible for the competitors to spy on them. They would see how much money are they sending to which merchant, what they're exactly doing, where they're buying from, how much money they're making. Some companies and people, this will also put at risk, right? If people know how much money you're transacting, and also copycats will come in, monitor the blockchain and see what businesses make a lot of money and then try to copy them. With AI, this is very easy. They cannot just track what you're doing. They can also try to get the AI to rebuild your business model. And if they then know your suppliers, because you pay them on-chain, they know all your data, it's very dangerous, basically, for the existing business to have everything on the blockchain. So there needs to be some kind of privacy. For ZCash, I'm not so sure. If you talk to people in the industry that they actually know what they're talking about regarding privacy, they're actually laughing at ZCash because they say it's not really a privacy coin. And you have to wonder why ZCash is actually supported by almost all its exchanges, and so to say real privacy coin like Monero, Zeno, or other privacy coins, the pirate chains, for example, or others, are heavily censored. So if you have been watching what's going on with Monero, for example, they have been delisted by most of exchanges. And if I remember correctly, there's even a law in the EU, not sure if it's MiCA related, that privacy coins cannot be listed on exchanges anymore. We have seen even Exodus, which is basically a non-custodial wallet, meaning it is the software, but you're controlling the keys. It's not like Exodus is an exchange, it's a wallet provider, but you have to imagine, even a wallet provider is restricting Monero, meaning that although we need to wrap our head around it, that even it is your own wallet, the wallet provider is taking away the opportunity for you to add or store assets that you like to store. So it's going this far. So there must be some kind of reason why ZCash is actually so promoted by a lot of people and is on every exchange, but real privacy coins are actually put down. So I'm not sure what that is. There is a trend in privacy coins now, as you probably have imagined. There is also another interesting topic happening now, that the AI agents are slowly coming back. I don't really understand this hype or why it is, but let me first explain what's going on. If you have been in the industry for at least a year or a year and a half, you would have seen this virtual AI assistant hype starting. There was virtual, there was AI 16, all these virtual bots, right, that actually couldn't do much. So now, if you use vibe coding or any other AI coding, you can do that in minutes to make an agent that is able to reply to tweets and stuff like that. And suddenly now, since 2-3 days, these agents are heavily pumping again. And why is this? Because Coinbase actually developed protocol where agents can pay. So yeah, I'm not too excited about it, as you can hear in my voice probably, because if you, like I said, can wipe code a little or are a developer, this is not really too exciting. Till now, you would have to code it and would probably take you 1 day to fix that, to make your agent able to pay. So you just give him a wallet, and then you allow the spending limit in the wallet, and then the agent can go out and spend, right? So, but yes, they have now created some kind of protocol. Maybe I didn't understand the whole picture. But what happened now is you can have these AI agents, and the agents have a unified protocol. Maybe this is the nice thing about it, that now, you know, it's like a standard that every agent is basically using the same payment protocol. And this makes it possible that the agents pay each other because they all have now the same gateway. They probably will use all stable coins, and every agent can accept every other agent's payment. This will now open up the door for a lot of use cases. You have probably seen that, first of all, Perplexity had their Cosmos browser. Now ChatGPT has got their, what is it called? Atlas, I think, browser, where you can actually do quite a lot in the browser. You can automate it somehow, like the agent has been before in ChatGPT, but now you can also tell the browser what to do. So you can tell the browser to automate your emails and all the stuff. And theoretically, you can tell your browsers things like, I don't know, I have family visiting me and I want to cook this and this, and then find me the best recipe for this and order all the ingredients for 5 people. And the AI will go out, look for the recipe, check how much ingredient it needs for all these people, then go back to an online store and order all the ingredients. Now it has got the opportunity to pay itself, so it can order and pay, and then the delivery will arrive automatically. Sometime in the future, your Tesla robot or whatever robot will then unpack the things and cook it. But for now, you just received all the ingredients and it will be everything automatically. So you don't have to figure out the recipe. You don't have to figure out how much you need to buy. You don't have to order it yourself and so on. So yes, in the beginning, there will be a lot of flaws, mistakes, maybe it's ordering the wrong stuff, especially if you're talking about booking flights. It will probably make mistakes sometime because you tell it the fastest flight and then it will, I don't know, book you some strange combination or the shortest or the cheapest. So you will fly from Australia to New York and then from New York to Dubai or whatever. So because the AI will sometimes miss the point. But what I want to say with that is that you now see a very powerful combination from both sides, meaning now crypto and AI is starting to merge. And these are two categories that are very important for you to monitor and get into, because as you know, AI, if you're not using the tools, if you're not adopting, AI will very likely take over part of your job or your whole job, but there will be new jobs that are generated. But these new jobs will very likely be connected to AI or robotics. You will have a much easier time if you are in these industries. And if you understand crypto and if you understand also AI, this would be perfect for you, because this is now the new trend. Clearly, as soon agents can transact, crypto will be much, much more popular. Just imagine, this was just one example I gave you with the transaction, with the booking, for example. So the AI agent will book something for you. This is one explanation, but there is much more opportunities. So you could actually get your agent to trade. So it will trade for you, or it will stake for you, or it will try to get most of your money invested and be an investment manager. There's so many opportunities that will open up now as soon this is connected better, like it's starting to be now. So I would really encourage you to make sure to get into that topic. It will really be very beneficial for you. So what else happened? We have this narrative again popping up of the virtual agents and of the privacy coins. Like I mentioned yesterday, BitTensor Tau is also getting popular again. And then at the moment, there seems to be like all these prediction markets are popping up. Prediction markets, the popular one or the most popular one is Polymarket. So Polymarket is, you could say it's a betting market. If you don't know what a prediction market is, it's just renamed. Basically, you could say that it's not called gambling anymore. It's now called prediction market. What you do is you can bet on any outcome. So everybody can actually set up, I don't know how you call it. I think you guess it's called, you set up a market. So this could be like, how long will the US shutdown take? So you could bet on it's ending this week or next week, and then there will be, all these odds. We have seen this in the last election where Trump was elected. We have seen the power of the prediction markets, because if I remember in the right way, the prediction market was right in every state, and it was right at the election results. Why is that? First of all, people are actually putting their money into giving a vote, right? Then there's also insider information. So these prediction markets seem to be right a lot of time. I've seen some statistics at a certain point, at a certain stage of the market, it's very unlikely that you will lose, and you can make about at least 6% I've seen. So not so bad. Would encourage you to also look at the prediction markets, and there are new people coming on. So Polymarket, I don't know, I think they got 2 billion or they have been bought. I didn't follow it too closely, but there's a lot of hype around prediction market. There's 2-3 other prediction market projects that pop up as well and getting popular. So at the moment, it's quite hard to invest in it. Polymarket doesn't have a token now. The founder said there will be a token and there will be an airdrop. So probably people who participate or do a lot on Polymarket will be beneficiaries of the token. I guess it would be most logic if you ask me. And yeah, this is the prediction market thing. Apart from that, I can't recall or remember any other thing we should watch at the moment. If you have some hot topics that you want to discuss or have some questions, put it in the comments and we can talk about it if it's interesting. So I will end the video here. I hope you will have a great day, and I see you probably tomorrow. Have a nice day. See you. Bye-bye.